that after 3 long mediation sessions, the most recent last night, that we might also have had an agreement to boost wages for our classroom and special education paraprofessionals, so that we can move strongly towards solving the core issue of becoming competitive with our neighboring districts for this critical group of staff. I regret very much that that is not the case. Last night, after our third exchange of proposals through our mediator on the paraprofessional contract, the mediator declared that she could not bring the two sides to agreement and that we were at impasse. That ends mediation and initiates the next stage of negotiations called fact-finding, about which I'm happy to answer questions from the committee. The community is understandably confused about why, after so long and after reaching agreement with teachers on the critical issues they had raised of preparation time, wages, and teacher voice in educational decision-making, that we seem to be so far from bringing this too long negotiation to a conclusion. I am confused as well, especially about why, with hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table for paraprofessionals, proposals that go beyond the increases already agreed to for teachers, with key issues of competitiveness of wages addressed, the BEU leadership has consistently chosen needlessly to delay and draw out these negotiations. With budget-busting demands that serve neither her members nor the students of Brookline.
What questions are being answered?
When BEU leadership repeatedly counters our proposals with wage proposals dramatically outside the bounds of the budget dollars we received from the 2015 override, the school committee has no choice but to say no. There is no pot of gold on the mysterious 7th floor of Town Hall. We do not have slush funds.
You have a lot of people working
We have the voters. We have the budget dollars that the voters have entrusted to us, and we are trying very hard to allocate those fairly and well to address the real issues in the teacher contract, the para contract, and the Unit B contract. The BEU president seems to think that if she says no enough times and calls us enough names, we will promise to spend dollars that we do not have and will not have. And that we will do so while accepting the BEU's rejection of almost every proposal from the school committee side that we have made to move the system toward more efficient, more responsive, and more reliable service for our children. I know that the BEU president has told her members and the public that we are locked in a battle for decent wages, that the school committee is intransigent in its determination to wrangle its staff and deny them humane working wages and conditions.
That's true.
That we won't even consider an annualized salary for paras of $20,000, and although there is not an ounce of truth in those statements.
Don't scapegoat the president, we're with her 100%.
Yeah!
Don't scapegoat.
The public is welcome to believe what it likes, but I am dispirited by it when I know what has actually been offered and to date rejected by the BEU on behalf of its hardworking members. The school committee came into these negotiations with the stated objective of raising wages for classroom paraprofessionals, and especially those in our special education programs. We heard from the teachers and the paraprofessionals, as well as from our superintendent and staff, that some of our specialized programs were at risk because we were not able to recruit or retain the paraprofessionals we need.
And they're already leaving this year.
We need no convincing that this is a priority, and have since last January presented proposals that, while working within the bounds of our budget realities, take strong steps towards addressing this core issue. Indeed, we began that process with the one-year para agreement in 2014, when paras received a 3% across-the-board increase to the other units' 2% increases. We have continued in these negotiations to build as many budget dollars into the para contract as possible, especially in areas where they will do the most to improve our competitive standing with peer districts and help us keep those paras here with our kids.
Don't make it to your system.
Language doesn't cost anything.
But since a battle of words does not get us anywhere except additional call-outs from the audience and skepticism on both sides, I would like to show the committee and the
Get some layoffs on
community,
Fifth floor to pay our parents.
I would like to show the committee and the community the kind of proposal I am talking about, that the BEU has rejected.